Hello there, friends. Welcome to Hot Mess Kathy again. Well, welcome to Spicey Cat Jams. I'm Hot Mess Kathy because it's my day off, and I actually did leave the house looking like this because I got clothes on. Yeah. I had to run to the post office and get some groceries, and now I'm headed home, and I went, oh, it's Truth Be Told Tuesday, and I didn't record or upload anything. So let's just stop and take care of that before we get home and get busy, because you know how that goes. Yeah, I am so proud of all of our friends here, even if you are scared of clowns, that you admitted it, and we don't judge, we love, and the majority of us are not. So that makes me happy as a clown wife, and I will pass that along to Eddie to know. And those that did had a specific experience, so it's okay. Like I said, we're all scared of something, so that was good. So I had a hair appointment last night. I know, can you believe it? This does not give justice, or not justice, reflect upon my stylist, who is amazing. No. This is just me, and actually it was just a trim. Yeah, a trim and the, facial hair crap that I have to deal with. So anyway, we were talking and it made me think of the question. So sorry, I'm holding you in the palm of my hand. And since I have to move with one hand and hold the other because I can't not have my hands moving, I apologize that if you get jarred. So today's question is, oh, crumb. Sorry. Bad memory. I was going to share some cards. I'm going to have to maybe do that in another video if I film this week, or save it for next week, because I got some mail from wonderful friends. And one is very past due, sending appreciation to. So anyway, actually 2 people I owe. Yeah. Okay. Hey, by the way, there is a squirrel over there. So you know the whole joke, ooh, squirrel, like we say dogs lose their span of attention. Well, so is Kathy, because there is a squirrel over in the I don't think I can turn it while it's in the park. Here, I'm going to turn it around. See if you can see the squirrels. There's 2 with their tails up, hiding their nuts for winter. Oh, and they look like little S's. Oh, they're kind of cute. Okay. If I was not aimed correctly, then you just saw the park and the toilets at the park. Okay, so, squirrels. Oh my gosh, seriously? They're so distracting. This could be a whole new Truth Be Told than what I intended. So my question that came about, okay, I'm putting both hands on the camera. So after talking with my stylist, seriously, I see these squirrels over here and I just want to look at them. Maybe I need more sleep. Okay, Truth Be Told Tuesday question. Have you ever been on a surprise trip? Vacation, whatever you want to say, where you didn't do the planning? Because I'm curious. Well, there's this whole thing, which I'm late to the party as usual, where you actually pay travel agents to plan a surprise trip for you, which is what my stylist just did. She had just gotten home from her surprise trip. So I'll tell you about hers in a minute. And then that made me think, have I ever been on like a surprise trip? Now, Eddie and I frequently, when we get a weekend or something, the way we like to spend it is we just like to do stuff together, and usually budget, and we don't have a lot of time to plan ahead. So we do our, trips on a tank full, or, fill the car with gas and just pick a direction and head out and see what we can find and discover. So we do that. I guess it's kind of a surprise because we don't know what we're going to do. And there was a time, and honey, if you watch this, I will apologize if I get the details wrong. I am blessed with like the most thoughtful romantic husband, and I always feel as a wife I fail him because I did not get that gene to reciprocate. I so appreciate it, and then I have a terrible memory. So I tend to like live in the moment and love in the moment, and then the details get fuzzy. And he knows this about me, and I hope he knows it's no reflection on him, because I absolutely love that he is so thoughtful. And we had planned, I think, one of our weekend trips where we kind of knew some of what we wanted to do was around my birthday. And I could be mixing trips up, so that's why I'm apologizing. And it was just a drive trip. And we went to see, I'm pretty sure he planned most of it, but like we went to see and if I find the pictures, actually no, I'm not even going to say that because I'm just going to upload this. I'm not going to edit it on my computer. We stopped to see the Green Giant statue and Little Sprout, and we went to the Spam Museum. That's something Kim and I keep talking about we're going to do and take you guys with. So we just did like all these little roadside attractions, and he had booked a hotel room. This is the surprise part I didn't know about. He had booked the hotel room, and I don't remember what town it was. And we get there, and by the time we get there, I'm just tired. And like, can we just get into the hotel? I need to sleep. And he's like, oh, you just wait in the car. I'm going to go check in and make sure everything's ready. And I'm like, oh, okay. Thinking, I just want to go to sleep. I don't care if the room's ready. And he was gone for a little bit. And then he comes back and gets me, okay, yeah, come on in. We come in. And he had like he made a big heart on the bed with rose petals, and he had little chocolate Hershey kisses. And it was just like the sweetest thing, because no one had ever done that for me, ever. And so that was like my surprise part. And so I was very blessed that way. It was kind of nice. I don't think I'm a control freak. Other people will probably say I am. I just like to know what's going on. So it would take a lot for me to completely give up any idea of what was going to happen. So that was my sweet surprise trip, if you want to say. And then, so the one that my stylist did, she did it through, I don't know if this is like nationwide, worldwide, or if there's just in this area. The one she used, it was called Pack and Go. And basically they have packages. It's through a travel agent, and you pick your price range, and all of the trips, this is what, I haven't done the research, so I'm just telling you what she told me. So I apologize if I got some of this wrong. She said all of the trips are like Friday through Sunday. It's just weekend getaways. You pick your price range. They will give you a like weather forecast and kind of like what to pack. So you know if you're going to be someplace warm, cold, it might rain, anything like that. But you don't actually know where you're going until you get to the airport. Is that not insane? She did it it was her mom's birthday, so she took her mom, so there was the two of them, and she said she picked the package. I think she said it was the $800 or $850. It was like the mid-range package. I think the lowest was $650 and the highest was $1,000, if I understood correctly, and they had some in between. So she kind of went middle range. And yeah, they didn't know where they were going till they got to the airport. They knew what to pack. And she was convinced, based on what they had been told, that they were going to San Francisco, which I think it was all she knew was the weather. Well, she was at least the right coast, but they ended up going to Seattle. She said you get to the airport and you open your envelopes finally. I suppose you could cheat and open them sooner, but it's part of the fun to be a surprise, and found out they were going to Seattle. And how this worked, she said, so for their price they paid per person, that included their airfare. And she said we stayed at a 5-star hotel, and it cracked me up because she and we both say we're not high class. We're like those people of the neighborhood. But she said she'd never stayed at a 5-star hotel before, and I'm like, yeah, me either. And she said, well, and it was so stupid. They didn't have a pool. They didn't have she goes, well, they had a fridge in the room, but it was one of those, now I forget the name of it, but like it's got sensors on it, and if you take something out, they're going to charge you for it. Mini bar, or I forget what they call. Oh my gosh, there's a spider. Okay, it's outside the window. If it's not the squirrels, it's the spiders. Seriously, if you watch me on Snapchat, you know it's these little black vent thingies Eddie likes on our vehicles, and there's a spider building a web in there. Okay, back to her trip. So, so she said to me it was a nice hotel, but she's like, I'd take a Holiday Inn any day. And it cracked me up. But they get there, and they arrived at like 9 in the morning or something. And their room was ready. However, the travel agency has arrangements with the hotels to like hold your luggage and stuff if the room's not ready. So they plan the flight. They include dinner vouchers for one meal and like one excursion that's planned. So their planned was they landed and they had tickets to go see the Space Needle, and then they had a dinner meal planned. And she said it was so fun. So then like while they're on the plane, they have this packet of information that is telling you all the things in the area. You must, I'm assuming at some point you fill out a survey or tell them things you like, things you don't like. And it listed out, and I know a lot of this probably could come from Yelp, but still somebody else did the research that said, you know, these are the restaurants the locals like. You know, you're a big coffee fan. Here's some of the best places to get coffee and other attractions you might be interested in. So very, very, very cool. And I'm like, oh my gosh. She said, she goes, I'm already going to plan my next one. And her boss, she has another job, has done it before, and he's going to do the high end one for a trip for his wife. And anyway, it just sounded so exciting, and I wanted to know, I'm like, have any of my other friends done this? Because I want to know. As I said, I would have a very hard time doing this because, sorry, I'm bouncing you, of the control thing. And I am just so self-conscious. All of my seasoned friends, you guys all know, we talk about body image, body size, all that kind of stuff. And yes, I'm a very large person. And so for travel, I'm just always so paranoid, especially flying, that, you know, I'm going to be by that person. You've seen them on the news where somebody has a fit, and I'm not saying it's not unjust because they're, you know, crammed in an airplane seat next to a large person, and I'm sorry, we kind of carry over to the next seat. And so I'm very conscious about that. And if I do fly, I usually pay more to fly business or first class where there's a larger seat. So maybe if I could get that option in there, but then that would cut into. Anyway, so this pack and go surprise trip was huge thumbs up from my friend, my hairstylist, and my personal travel agent, Eddie, did a thumbs up job when he surprised me. And I just want to know, what surprise trips have you, if you've ever gone on one? Please tell me. You don't have to give me all the gory details, but some of the details, like, you know, how it worked out. And if you have not done one, I just want to know, are you like me and it's the control thing? Would you do it if you had the opportunity? You know, money, all of that. I know that we all have budgets in life, so it's not that everyone can afford to do these things. But if that weren't a problem, you know, would you do it? Or do you like to know what's going to happen? And it'd just be like a weekend getaway. So that's my Truth Be Told Tuesday question. Oh my gosh, I have talked longer this time than I have in the last month or so of Truth Be Tolds. Let's blame it on the squirrels. Let's blame it on the spider. I don't know. The hair? No. It's kind of gloomy today. I was going to turn the air conditioning off. We had like a really hot week. And humid, and I couldn't breathe, and my allergies were going crazy, so I turned the air back on. And then we had big storms come through last night, and I thought, oh, it's going to be cooler, but it's still humid, and it's going to be raining the next 2 days. So I'm just leaving the air conditioning on so I can keep breathing. So, okay, now I'm just getting chatty. Okay, I'm going to hang up. I feel like I'm talking on the phone sometimes because I'm recording on my phone. So I can get home and put my groceries away because I did get some freezer items. But have a blessed day, my friends. And yeah, just enjoy. Enjoy being distracted by squirrels and spiders. It's okay. It's part of life. And enjoy knowing that you matter. I'm looking right at you right now, into your beautiful eyes that maybe are filled with doubt and don't think that you really do, because why would I want to ever go on a surprise trip? No one would ever want to take me. Well, banish those thoughts, because they're not the real thoughts. They're the bad voices in our heads. And just tell them to take a hike. Tell them to go on their own surprise trip. and not come back. And just know that you really do matter, and you are worth everything. You are worth a surprise trip, and if there were any way possible that I could do it, I would take us all on a surprise trip. Probably not to Minnesota, but maybe Minnesota in January. Wouldn't that be a surprise? We can go visit the ice castle. Oh, yeah, there really is an ice castle. But okay, my friends, I'm going to let you go. I do love you, and I appreciate you more than you will ever know. I will see you again, if not sooner, for sure next week. Bye.